I'm a little early, so we'll wait. Um, no, no, we won't. I am a tad bit early. As you can see, I'm still playing around with my environment here. I'm playing with my hair, wearing it down. Normally, I wear it up because it gets so hot on my neck, but I figured out I'd change things up a little bit. I also, yeah, you can see it right there. I also changed the coloring of my banner to match my sweater. It's nice to be able to coordinate. I know it's a silly thing. And playing around with the naming of my channel, I happen to have marketing technology coach as a URL, as a Gmail address, which means I can have it as a YouTube channel, as well as I've had it for a while on Facebook. And I have the at marketing technology coach name in Facebook as well. So I'm going to be transitioning to that page. It's early on in this journey, so that is okay. Got to spruce up that page a little bit and move the previous three videos over there. So I have a little bit of work ahead of me. That's okay. I am okay with it. Changing around, trying to find my voice in this whole process. So this is part of it. Also, part of it is in the OFA One Funnel Away Challenge. Today in the process is a catch-up day, and there is a coaching session by Steve, not by Russell. But I was listening through that and it triggered all kinds of ideas. And I have to develop a mechanism, a system of capturing those ideas. I find Steve's coaching sessions very much light up different ideas in my brain. So being able to capture those, a lot of times I listen to them when I'm taking a walk in the morning, and my brain's fresh and the ideas just pop. I have started a little bit of recording them, transcribing. So I talk into the microphone, into my phone, and it transcribes it. Need to go back and take a look at those a little bit sooner than 5 o'clock in the afternoon as I prep for coming online. But this is a learning process for me. I'm okay learning bits and pieces along the way. One thing I did want to go a little bit deeper in today is in today's coaching sessions, and yes, I have notes along the side. That's okay. Steve did trigger a thought, and it's why I can take each step in this particular challenge. And it is because I trust the guides. So it's taking it step by step by step by step, and not necessarily knowing the whole thing and the details of everything. In the past, I've wanted that. And I've taken other courses and I've done it kind of half-heartedly. This one, I'm actually diving deep into it. Maybe it's I'm ready to take this step. Maybe it's I really do trust these guys. Maybe it's a combination of it. Probably so, right? And I've defined that if I don't trust my guides, I'm not going to take action. And I think that's pretty typical. Let me tell you a story about this. And it has to do when we sold our previous house. My husband and I sold our previous house in Charlotte, and we hired a neighbor to be our agent. And she was actually very hesitant about taking us on as clients. This wasn't really something that she did. And she said, because sometimes it goes sideways and it sours the relationship. And we reassured her that we wouldn't be like that. So we did form the relationship. And she agreed. And she gave us a list of things that we needed to do to prepare our house for going on the market. And this included addressing a buried fuel tank in our backyard. This was an older house. It was a mid-century house, and it had a non-functional fuel tank that was used for heating that was in the backyard, and it needed to be addressed from an environmental standpoint. We had to go get it filled with some special foam so that we could actually sell the house, because it had been several years since we had, and the environmental laws had changed. So including that item, as well as a bunch of other things she gave us to do, we did do everything she had asked us to do, and then we met with her again. And she was so surprised that we had actually done everything. And apparently this was rather unusual for her when she's working with clients. She'll give them a list of things, and they might do one or two, but not everything on the list. And my husband and I were surprised that this was unusual, because in our way of thinking is, if you hire an expert, you do what they ask you to do. That you would be silly not to follow their advice. That's why you entered the relationship with them. And all of this is to come to the underpinning thing that was happening is we trusted her. We trusted her that she had the best interests in accomplishing the goal that we wanted to accomplish. Now, you might be thinking, well, what happened? It's like, well, we did actually end up selling the house, and we did get our asking price, and it sold in just 3 days. Now, taking that back to one funnel away, I think I trust Russell and his coaches because they talk about the reality of what it is, the reality inherent in marketing, and continually remind people to be ethical and moral. And this personally allows me to melt some of the guards that I have up and some preconceived notions that I have about selling, just in general. And this then in turn allows me to stick with all of the tasks and the whole process, because they also call people out on their BS and show what's common and what's not common. And that all of that builds to a trust level that I have of them. And for me, this this challenge is as much about personal growth as it is about the tactics of producing a sales funnel and generating sales. So I am willing to lean on these experts and their belief of the system and that it works until I can build my own strong belief by going through the process and producing my own results. So that's going to be it today. So a little bit shorter than a couple other days, but that's okay. Here, while I'm recording it, it is Friday afternoon. So I am going to sign off and go spend some time with my family and wish you a wonderful rest of your day.